Hi everyone, welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with this week's edition of 90 Days and 900 Seconds, The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 15, Where There Is Love, There Is a Lie, and Part 1 of the Tell-All. And if I was going to give this episode a grade, I would give it a solid B plus, and solely because of the tell-all footage. So let's hop right in. I'm going to set 900 seconds on my timer. And here we go, guys. So I'm going to start off with the episode itself and then hop into the tell-all. So you guys know I'm probably going to go over 900 seconds. So anyway, the episode started off with the wedding of Gabe and Isabel. So where we left off last episode, Gabe was upset because his sister Monica is being a bitch. Let's just call a spade a spade. Monica is being a bitch for no good reason. Gabe and Monica had a stupid argument, and now she flew all the way to Colombia and she's not going to the fucking wedding. So Gabe made it to the farm. He made it there late. Isabel doesn't care why he's late, but he's there. And the wedding was fantastic. The wedding was gorgeous. Okay, that's all that matters. The wedding was gorgeous. Isabel's parents, I want them to adopt me. I love them. God bless their beautiful hearts. Isabel's children are beautiful. Everybody was happy. Gabe's mom was happy. Gabe is just looking forward to starting his future with his beautiful bride. He never thought when he started his transition that he would find somebody that would love and accept him. And guess what? He did. Isabel just thanks God that she found a wonderful, solid man like Gabe who loves her family. Her family loves him, and she is just so happy, and everything was just so beautiful. And you know something, Monica? I can't believe that you were just so petty. You flew all the way to Colombia and you didn't go to your brother's wedding. Shaking my damn head. So, moving on. Nicole and Mahmoud. So, they go to a cafe on the Nile River, and Nicole is talking to him about, the visa application. They got an email. They're a step closer. But Nicole's worried about him being a dictator when it comes to her clothing once they move to the States. And she wants him to loosen up, with his control. Maybe consider letting her wear shorts once in a while. And Mahood is like, I'm not going to be able to handle other men seeing my wife's muscles. It'll make me really angry. WTAF, Mahood. Like, what? Seeing your wife's muscles, dude, dude. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't. Okay. So Nicole's looking at him, and Nicole's like, we need to come to a compromise. And Mahoon's like, you know what really bothers me about you? Every time we fight, you talk about that you want to leave. And she's like, you know what bothers me about you? Sending inappropriate messages to other women. Dun, 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 dun. Guess what? Mahoon sends inappropriate messages to other women, mainly this chick that was trying to sell him TVs from China. I don't understand this, but apparently he receives messages from people who try to sell him merchandise. And he received a message from a fine young lady in China. And he decided to push the boundaries a little bit and ask her how old she is and other personal questions. So one day, Mahoon and Nicole got into an argument and he left. He left his phone behind, and Nicole took it upon herself to search through that phone, and she found these inappropriate messages. And now she is confronting him about it. And at first, he denied it, but he apologized. He admitted he was wrong and he apologized. Interesting. That is all I have to say. So, next thing you know, I love you, sweetie. I love you, sweetie. And they are so lucky to have each other. These two, I don't get it. They are just weird. And as I will explain later on the tell-all, he needs anger management. So moving on. Rishi and Jen. Wrapping up this shit show. Rishi goes to the temple because he is just so heartbroken. He cannot believe his relationship with Jen is over. Okay? So he meets his astrologer / friend, Nitish. And after listening to his sob story for like the 1,000th time, Nitish looks at him in the eye and says, listen, dude, I got to be honest with you. I'm tired of sugarcoating. I'm tired of lying. The stars say that this marriage is doomed. You cannot marry her. Astrology, your family, society, everyone says that this marriage is doomed, Rishi. So give it up. And Rishi is just like crying. And so then he meets up with Jen in a cafe. And Jen basically tells him that this is the last time he is ever going to lay his pretty eyes on her ever again, because it is over. It is over, Rishi. Let it go. Let it go, Rishi. Like they sang in the movie Frozen. Let it go. But, no. He still wants to hold on to hope as he's looking at her lovingly as she walks away. As Jen's walking away in the humidity of the Indian evening to go catch her flight, he's looking at her longingly, saying that he has not lost hope. Rishi, let it go. Moving on, Kris and Jeymni, where we left them last episode, they were screaming at each other over money. Because it's not Kris's fault that she had to stay behind in the States because her son got busted for drug dealing, It is not her fault that she couldn't be there for Jamie's birthday because her son got busted for drug dealing. It is not Jamie's fault it is not Kris's fault that she has drama every 5 seconds and she cannot be there emotionally, physically, or financially for her wife. It's not her fault, guys. I mean, come on, guys. It is not her fault. And while she's screaming at Jeymni, she wants her to understand this. And Jeymni is just trying to have a conversation with her at, her birthday celebration. Remember, this is supposed to be Jeymni's birthday celebration, a month late. Jeymni has been waiting for Kris, her wife, for 5 months. And she's trying to express how hard it has been for her financially and emotionally without her wife. But the minute she brings up finances, Kris flips the fuck out. So Kris removes herself from the situation. She goes outside. She's screaming like a lunatic. Find somebody else to pay your bills. Jeymni goes outside. And this is where they break the fourth wall. And Jeymni is talking to the producers. Kris is sitting in a van. The van door is open. Jeymni is talking to the producers. And Jeymni's like, you see how crazy she is? And Jeymni is talking to Kris. And Kris is like, get out of here. Now, drop me a comment if you think Jeymni was violating Kris's personal space. I do not think she was violating her personal space because Jeymni was standing at the door of the van. Kris was sitting in the van and Jeymni was talking to the producers. Yes, she was talking. Her body was going back and forth. Kris got up and physically pushed Jeymni away from her. Get out of here. Leave me alone. And then slammed the door to the van shut. Now, for somebody that has a broken neck, Jeymni was able to shove her with force. That's all I'm saying. So, Jamie's like, I'm sorry, Kris was able to shove Jeymni with force. So Kris was like, get out of here, slams the door, and that's it. And that's the last time the two of them have contact with each other. Kris got herself a flight the fuck out of Colombia, and she's back in the States. So now we have part one of the tell-all. And Jeymni is crying in her confessional. She's like, I just see hate in her eyes. And you know something? So did I. Part one of the tell-all. So they show Gabe getting himself ready. And Gabe says the two people that he's most excited to meet are Danielle and Miss Debbie. Then they show Gabe meeting Nicole. And it was kind of funny because he was like, you know, I always wondered about your hair, whether it was a wig or not. And the one person I'm not looking forward to meeting is Mahmoud. He pisses me off. The way he tries to stifle you, the way he tries to control you. I just don't like the dude. So that kind of like, you know, tickled me. Then we have everybody is looking forward to meeting Miss Debbie. That was basically the theme in the beginning. Everyone is like, oh, I'm looking forward to meeting Miss Debbie. And guess what? Kris has been sick her whole trip. She's been puking everywhere, puking in airports, but she made it to New York. And this is where we get the famous clip of Gabe making fun of her, going, you know, Kris just seems like that type of person that always has something wrong with her. The neck, my back, the. So yeah, that's where that clip comes from. So Debbie and Osama, this is who they covered on this part of the tell-all. So I will get into her shortly. Danielle and Johan are still technically married, but if you check out her IG stories, you will see that they still are technically married. Jen and Rishi, sigh. That's all I have to say, but they'll get into them more. Gabe and Isabel are so cute. They're like blowing kisses at each other on the monitor. Nicole and Mahmoud. Mahmoud is not crazy about her tell-all look. He says she looks amazing, but he's not crazy about it. And if it was up to him, she would not be wearing that off-the-shoulder dress showing skin. She said she sent him pictures of it, and he's, you know, he's not crazy about it, but she looks amazing. So, and Kris and Jeymni have not spoken since that explosive blowout. And like Kris says, it's going to be a long dig into their journey. So, in this part of the tell-all, Sean dug into Osama and Debbie, and oh boy, did they dig into Osama and Debbie. First of all, it looks like Osama is crazy stalker dude, okay? Ever since Debbie has gotten home, Osama has been calling and calling and calling and texting and calling and calling. So now Julian, her son, joins her on stage, and Julian's like, boy, you need to leave my mama alone because I will snap your neck like a toothpick. He didn't say snap your neck like a toothpick, but you get my point. Okay, so basically, Osama's point of view is he wants to come to the United States because he wants to sell his paintings to real art connoisseurs who will understand his art. He doesn't want to sell his paintings just to anyone, guys, okay? Because Gabe made a suggestion. You know, if it's so hard to live as a, you know, artist in Morocco, just sell your paintings to tourists. Tourists love to buy that kind of shit. And he's like, no, I want to sell my paintings to people that will appreciate my art. And even Gabe was like, dude, I'm trying to defend you here, and you're not helping me. Osama insists that he wants to make a living as a poet and an artist. Julian, Debbie's son, is like, no, dude, you're a scammer. You're a scammer. You just wanted to take advantage of my mother. And you just want to come to the United States to get a green card. Now, for some reason, Osama felt the need to bring up the nights in Casablanca. Sean asked him if he was ever physically attracted to Debbie. And he said, Debbie, would you like to tell them about the night in Casablanca? Well, apparently, the night in Casablanca consisted of fine cheese, fine wine, fine music, and Osama trying to get some Barry White time with Debbie. Yes, Barry White time. I cannot deal. I cannot deal. And I need my Peacock fan to fan myself off. So, yes, Osama tried to get some Barry White time with Debbie in Casablanca, but Debbie didn't give him any. So Julian tells Osama to go see a dentist, leave his mama alone. His mama is blocking Osama. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. It's going to take a lot for Osama to get back in good graces with Miss Debbie. And Miss Debbie may have found herself a new niche. She may set her son up with another cast member. She's seen Jen batting her eyes at Julian, and Jen's man, he has no spine. So, before you know it, Jen may be Miss Debbie's daughter-in-law. You never know. So now, Gabe and Mahmoud go at it. Gabe and Mahmoud go at it. I mean, Gabe does not like him trying to control Nicole. Starts asking him about their future children, their religion, and it pisses Mahmoud off so much that he says, fuck this shit, I'm done. I'm done. Fuck you. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. And he gets up, he starts taking off his mics and he storms off. And that's basically how part one of the tell-all ends, with Mahmoud being done. So next week, they show JB screaming that she has pictures, naked pictures of Kris with her ex. That is all I have to say for myself. My goodness. Gabe's friend returned to stir the pot, and that's like unnecessary because we all know that Gabe and Isabel are the perfect couple, so we don't need anybody coming back to stir the pot. And Rishi, tell your family. Rishi, tell your family already. Tell your family. And Jen's friend Myra, this looks really good. Jen's friend Myra tells Danielle that she has been carrying around Johan's balls in her purse. I've been saying that all season, but someone finally said it to her face. And Mahmoud, fuck this. This is making me look bad, my religion look bad, my country look bad, me look bad, me look bad, me look bad. Fuck this, I'm done. So let's see what happens next week. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button and share my video with a friend or 10. I appreciate all the comments, all the support. I love all my subscribers and my viewers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you next time. Bye.